We're moving back to France. All right, this is it. This is the goodbye tour in Corsica. We have 4 weeks left before we officially leave Corsica after 2 years of living here. And if you guys have been following me and Alex and our journey here on YouTube for the past few years, you know that we move every 2 years, depending on the job. We go where the job is, and Alex got a new job. I thought I would document the journey here and share with you some of our favorite moments from our last month living in Corsica and the beauty that this beautiful island contains. So let's get started. Here is the farewell tour. Hello friends, I hope you're having a magical day. It is time to let you in on where Alex and I are moving to next. For the last month, Alex and I have known that we would be moving back to mainland France after spending the last 2 years living on the island of Corsica. There have been many wonderful things about life here on the island. The wild, raw, unmanicured nature, the warmth and generosity of the Corsicans, the temperatures, the sea, crystal clear and turquoise blue. So many things about this island that I adore and treasure, but there are also so many things that I'm excited to leave behind, and I'm ready for new adventures, new variety, new experiences. I am an adventurer after all. I live for adventure and fun and new experiences that delight and thrill me. And I'm so excited to announce where we're moving to next. 4 years ago, my husband and I left the United States and decided to move abroad to Europe. For the first 2 years, we lived in Strasbourg, in the northeast of France, in the Alsace region. And after that contract was up, we moved to Corsica, where we've been living for the last 2 years.
Goat herd.
It's a goat herd in the middle of the road. Welcome to Corsica. Hello, little friend. Don't scare him. There we go. Oh my god. All right, guys.
And just where do we go? Oh my gosh, that one's like, oh, scratch. See that one on the wall?
Uh-oh, right in front of us. He's just going. He's just going.
Both of them, they're like, oh my god, nature.
They're scratching their... I always knew I wanted a life of adventure, of newness and variety, a life filled with experiences rather than things or possessions. Our intuition is always guiding us, begging us to listen and get quiet so that we can hear the innermost wisdom from within. And when we listen to our intuition, we're often led to the most wonderful, expansive, and exciting life experiences. It's been such a joy getting to document these last 2 years living in Corsica here on YouTube. I'm just so grateful to have an outlet to be able to express my creativity.
Okay, we have some news for you.
Yes?
Yes.
We are moving to, do you want to announce it?
Okay. We are moving to Bayonne.
Bayonne in the Basque region of France. So it's right on the border of Spain.
You got your maps and look it up. But yeah, Bayonne is a little town in the northern area of what we call Basque country with a very old heritage. It's right north of that border between France and Spain. And people speak French mostly, but some people speak Basque, which is its own language. And it's very close to the sea, or the ocean rather.
The Atlantic Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also very close to the Pyrenees mountain range.
Yeah,
So-
and that region of France, the coastline near Biarritz, is really famous for their surfing.
It's an hour.
An hour drive from
Yeah.
Pau, in the Pyrenees region. And it's really exciting because we've never been to the Pyrenees area of France, so it's a new area that we haven't yet to explore. It's a really quick train ride away from Bordeaux. So as you guys know, I went to Bordeaux recently. Yeah, and then we could literally drive into Spain,
Yeah.
like in 20 minutes. I love my Spanish churros. So yeah, I recommend to anyone who ever wants to move to France, really look at lecteur jobs or maître de langue, English teaching jobs, or do as Alex did and find contractual positions. Alex recently started learning about how to find contractual jobs.
Yeah.
And you wrote a book. You wrote an ebook.
Yeah, about my experience with that and how to stay in France.
If you want to grab Alex's ebook, he wrote a guide all about how to move to France and how to get an English teaching job, whether it's a maître de langue or a lecteur position or even a contractual position, which is what you started getting. He started getting contractual work as a teacher in Corsica, as well as where we're going to in Bayonne. So if you want to read about like how to get a visa, how to move to France, how to
Get a French bank account, get a French phone.
Health
all
insurance.
These processes, yes, health insurance, so important. All these things that I wish somebody told me, I wrote it for you or
Yeah.
for somebody who wants to move here, who has the idea of leaving their country and coming to France.
Yeah, so if you want to move to France or you want to learn about Alex's journey and what he learned, you can grab the ebook digitally. I will include it down below in the link in the description as well as in a pinned comment. It's $11, so it's really affordable and cheap. And yeah.
Yeah.
All
there you
right,
go.
so that's our big announcement. We are moving to Bayonne and we're really, really excited. And we're moving back to France.
Yes.
Yes. It feels right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
like
It feels
it's
so
really
right.
Yeah.
Like this is destiny calling.
It had to be this way.
Yeah.
Corsica is a place I'll never forget. This place of solitude. This place of wild, raw, unmanicured nature. I grew to love the Corsican people, finding inspiration and creativity in their way of life. Corsican people taught me the art of doing nothing. Bel far niente. I believe that one can live slowly and simply anywhere in the world. There's something about living in the countryside that really amplifies and extends that energy within. I felt more connected with nature here on the island than I have anywhere else.
Alex is the Tomb Raider over here.
But all things in life must come to an end, and I am someone that loves change, and I love moving, and expatriate life is for me. I find great joy and personal fulfillment in my life through moving, changing my scenery, meeting new people, seeking variety and change, always learning, always expanding my knowledge and view of the world. It is through traveling and moving around that I have gained a wisdom that I would never have gotten anywhere else. I have learned and become more compassionate and humble and grounded because of my travels, because of my living in different places. For the past month, Alex and I have known that we've been moving. And so during this month, we've been on a farewell tour of sorts, doing little things like reading through my library of books, many of which I got rid of by donating them to local libraries in the city. And then it was time to start packing. I love packing up my stuff. I love getting rid of things that no longer feel aligning for my spirit in that exact time. We change so much as people. And that's the great thing about moving. You constantly have to reevaluate yourself. Is this in alignment with who I am now? Because some things can be in alignment and connect with us at certain times in our lives, but as humans, we change so often. We are not the same people that we were a year ago or 2 years ago, even 6 months ago. And I love going through my things and getting rid of huge piles of things that no longer fit me. I don't identify myself as a minimalist, but I am very simple, and I like having the bare necessities of what I need simply because I like to live like a turtle. I like to have all of my possessions fitted in a car. This gives me a certain degree of freedom, flexibility, and adaptability that I really love. I really love not having too many things, just because I like the freedom and movement that it allows me. We realized that we didn't really have that much stuff. We'd gotten rid of bags and bags of old clothes that didn't fit our energy anymore. Things that we once resonated and connected with 2 years ago, but that we don't now. And we even got rid of the last of the foster kitty cat food, which, if you guys know, Alex and I have been fostering cats for the last 5 years, and so we went out for our final few walks to drop off some cat food for the local strays.
Oh, he's going. He is going. I feel so at home near the sea, near like just coastline, nautical ship attire. Like someday in my 70s, I'm gonna have a house with like little mini ships everywhere. This is just where my soul thrives. Corsica is the perfect balance of sea and flat horizon and connection with the sea and the salty air with the mountains. You get both in one place, and it's just like everything, the plant life, like everything. I love everything about this island so much, and I'm really gonna miss it, but at the same time I'm so excited for the future, and I'm so excited for a new beginning and a new fresh start. Like, I'm just so excited for everything. The move, going back to the mainland, having fun. I'm just excited for everything. And I just feel a lot of hope. I feel a lot of hope and a lot of faith in the next chapter. And yeah, that's just to say that I love Corsica. I love it so much, and I'm so grateful, and I'm also ready to leave. Get Pearl back on the road. Takes us a lot of places. As you can see here, guys, Pearl is not perfect. We bought her for $2,000 used. I think it's like 2006 or 2007 Citroen. But she had this big dent in the car, and she has like lots of things wrong with her. Not anything that affects her her service, but you know, it's a lot of dents and stuff. A lot of like pieces coming off the car, but she's great. we love her. We've had her for 2 years now. 2 years here in Corsica. And she's great. We got her for 2,000 euros. That is really cheap, really affordable for a car that has reliably and consistently always gotten us everywhere. We've driven so many miles with her and she has never once faltered on us. So we love Pearl. She is part of our family.
As part of our farewell tour, we ventured to 2 of our favorite restaurants on the island, 2 local spots that only the Corsicans frequently go to. The first one being A Casarella in Pina, one of my favorite spots for tapenades and gelato and hummus and Corsican local cheese. The second one you can only get to by boat because it's on a private beach called Lodu. And this spot called Caban de Lodu has the most fresh fish and local ingredients that are freshly caught each day. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat fish, but my husband says this restaurant has the best tuna in all of the places he's ever traveled to. So if you're ever in Corsica, be sure to come to this local spot of Caban de Lodu.
Long driving day, but wanted to stop and see this beautiful moment right here and just be present with this. Be present with the trees and the light. Just hear the birds. Beautiful. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss this a lot. This is just unreal. Unreal. I'm so grateful that there are places like this that exist in the world. It's truly something. Did you just sell the lamp?
Yeah, but you didn't have change, so I just need to get €5 real quick.
Alex just sold our lamp for $5. I'm actually gonna show you guys how I packed my suitcases and how I basically packed my life for the next 3 months, because my home is essentially these 2 suitcases here. So I thought I'd walk you guys through that and just kind of show you what I packed and what are the little things that really make any home, any Airbnb, no matter where I'm living, feel extra cozy and comfortable. Let's get into it. For the next 3 months, we're gonna be living out of 2 suitcases from June to September until we move into our new place in Bayonne. So I thought I'd show you guys some things that I always like to bring with me when I'm traveling or moving homes a lot. So first things first, I have my main bag that I take with me everywhere. And in it, I like to include this bag, because essentially I like to pack everything bag within a bag so that everything's more organized and tidy. So I put this in this bag, and what I have in here are just my essentials, the things that make me happy. So this bag goes within this bag, goes within this bag. So I have some books on me. I like to read physical, tangible books more than, Kindle. I like turning the pages and smelling the pages. So good. So I have this book I just picked up at the bookshop, Jack Crow's The Dharma Bums, a travel book. I'm really excited to read it. I love On the Road, so this is gonna be great. Time Traveler's Wife, one of my favorite fiction reads of all time. having journals are really essential for me in my life, feeling good, feeling happy. I made a video a while ago on like how I've been journaling for over, 20 years. And yeah, journaling is a huge part of my life, and it helps me process the world internally and go through my thought process. So, this essential to have with me anywhere I go. So aside from the clothes, because this carry-on is literally all clothes folded together, I have this little tool pouch. And in here I have a lot of random things that I often need. Some little things I like to include in here are a pen, which a dear subscriber sent this to me, so thank you, I love it. I also have some long matches that I like to light up with my, candles. I love bringing candles with me. I bring them anywhere I go. My favorite candles. This is my favorite brand of candles. They're soy wax, so they're good for the environment, good for you. They're clean. The brand is called Me and Matt's. I have 2 of these candles here. And then I also have, a longer candle that I like to bring. And, I like to bring candles with me because they really make the space, whatever Airbnb I'm living in, they help really make it cozy. I also like to carry a little tray. This is a little dirty. I feel like I really need to wash this. But I like to carry little trays with me. So this is one that I like to use for my SD cards. You make the world a better place just by being in it. My best friend gave that to me. I also have some fairy lights. So these are little twinkle lights, very compact. I have a battery pack in here. So it can really decorate the room in whatever environment I'm in. It can really make it feel cozy and fairy-like and twinkly and sparkly, and it makes the entire room so different in vibe. I have a stamp for my wax seal that I put on all of the back of my letters. Has a little W on it. That is what I include in this little tool bag here. Super cute. And this suitcase is actually one of my favorites to take with me anytime I travel because it includes all of my fun things. So let's go into it. In this suitcase, I also have candlesticks. I have 2 candlesticks. The other one's in my bedroom. I have my watercolor journal. I have my other little journal. Okay, I have a lot of journals, guys. My watercolor paintbrushes. I have some other little things I like to have. A pencil or pen holder for my desk. I have some more books here, The Artist's Way. I have a bunch of other books, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I have a book on Stoicism, I've got some other books of things I'm really interested in at the moment. In here, I also have my raincoat. So the raincoat, and then is there something in here? Oh yes, there's another mason jar. You might be watching this like, what the heck? Why do you have a mason jar in your suitcase? Well, I have to put the paintbrushes somewhere, and the paintbrushes need water, and so this is my water for the paintbrushes, and then I hold all my paintbrushes in here like so on my desk. So that is just one way I make my place feel cozy. Gotta put the paintbrushes in a nice little mason jar and then fill it with water when I'm painting. I have the shoes. So I have my really cute pair of funky fun shoes. I usually wear like sneakers. I have my Wildling shoes, which you guys know I love Wildling. They've been a sponsor of one of my videos a year ago. So I wear these when I really want to embody my truest essence. The Leo moon that is me. One of my favorite games. Alex and I love this game so much, and we got a travel size. So we've been carrying this around for like 4 years now. Fun to take on the road because it's a mini version. And then I have my watercolor paints in here. Bag within a bag. One of the best travel packing tips out there is get lots of different separate bags and then organize everything by category into the different bags. Seriously, who invented this trick? It's genius. I want names and numbers. The final thing that I always love to bring with me anywhere I travel, especially if I'm living long-term on the road, is a blanket. There's something really wonderful about carrying a blanket that makes you feel like home and reminds you of home. And you can find something lightweight. Like this is really, really light. It's from like Home Goods. I got this from Home Goods years ago, but it's really lightweight and it covers my whole body and it just makes me feel cozy. So if I ever want comfort, I have my blanket. I find having a lightweight blanket is really good to keep in your suitcase when you're traveling long term. And then if you guys are curious, I have all my makeup here in this bag. This is the Woof brand, really great here in Europe. And then this is a cute, really fun bag that actually a family member got for me at Sundance, the catalog online. Really, really fun. How cute is this? But this is where I include all of my like deodorant, you know, essential oils, not essential oils, face oils, you know, like rosehip oil and tea tree oil for pimples. And I also have some of these makeup cloths from Rituals. And then finally, all my Primally Pure stuff. You guys know I love Primally Pure. I'm such a fan. I've been using them since 2018 for my face. All natural, non-toxic. I'll include a link down below if you want to get some. Save 10% off with my code Helena10 if you want to save 10%. I love Primally Pure for my face stuff. And then finally, I love to include a little cup. This is just a cup that makes me happy. This is my current favorite cup right now. It's really small and cute, and I you know, it's just so darling and cute, and it's handmade, and so I can feel the craftsmanship in my hands. So yeah, those are just a lot of random little tidbits, random little things that I like to pack with me when I'm traveling, and it just makes me feel so cozy and so homey and comfortable, like no matter where I go. Jewelry. I used to bring a huge jewelry case with me everywhere I went, like a huge, you know, jewelry container. I don't do that anymore because I'm trying to be more minimal. So I have these little bags. You know, these are all little bags that I've collected over the years from like buying earrings here or there. And so I have them organized, you know, one is earrings, one is bracelets, one is necklaces, right? So I have them organized by the type. And then I'm just gonna put this probably in my makeup bag. I'll probably put this in here. So that's how I organize my jewelry, to be as minimal as possible. Don't wanna really carry that huge jewelry case that I have. It's a family heirloom, so I love bringing it with me wherever I go, but for this trip, I'm really trying to be as minimal and not as extravagant in my belongings as I was last summer. Because last summer, I brought a lot of stuff, and this is really downsizing from last year. Like literally that suitcase right there, that mini away carry-on, that has all my clothes. We're gonna be having some laundry parties. Let me tell you, this is so fabulous. I love these shoes, oh my God. Okay, anyway. That's what I'm packing. Really, the main things are candles, blanket, hobbies, stuff that you enjoy doing. Like for me, it's watercolor painting, books, journals. That's primarily the main things. And then if you have any fun shoes that really make you happy, bring your fun shoes. Same with a Sudoku or travel roomie. These are just the main things. Little things that make a place feel like home, like twinkle lights or a pen holder or your favorite cup. You know, I find bringing the small things and adding it to your Airbnb can really, really make a place feel like home. I'd be really curious to hear what are some of those things that you really like bringing. Like, are there any specific items that you like to carry with you when you travel? I'd love to hear your suggestions. I'm sure many of you guys down below in the comments would also like to read and get some ideas for your travels. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. That really helps to support the algorithm in supporting my channel. If you didn't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down. That also helps me as well. And yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, magical day, and I'll see you next time here on my channel. Bye! Goodbye, house. Alright, you ready to go for an adventure? We officially have no home.
It's official.
Oh, goodbye, apartment.
Officially done.
taking up the entirety of the frame. Look! Alright, we're about to get on the Corsican ferry. There it is. There's our boat.
Let's not miss it.
Alright, here we go! On the ferry! We're on the ferry! This is Alex's favorite part.